What's up guys, RedXTech here, and today, if you haven't guessed, I'm going to be doing a review of the 6 browsers, or these 5, and Microsoft Edge. I'm going to start with the one that, in my opinion, and most other people's opinion, is the worst browser out there. Well, not the worst, but the worst that is still used commonly. Sorry, Internet Explorer. So yeah, it's going to be Internet Explorer. This one I dislike for many reasons. It looks bad, has a bad user interface. It's not what I'm used to for one. It's stuck with Bing for that. Um, One of the things that I really dislike about it is how when you do that, it has 2 tabs. It has 2 windows and 2 tabs instead of just one window, which is quite annoying. Dislike that. It is able to use your Microsoft account, so that's cool. You can select your language. Although I think this is that's just the website. It does a bunch of weird things. Like on my website here, it's highlighting these. I have no idea why. It has the styling wrong on that, but and it has it's like highlight there and highlight on like the entire page. Like there's a white. It doesn't feel nice, doesn't look that good, and yeah, there are a lot better browsers out there. It doesn't even support extensions as far as I know. Oh yeah, there are add-ons, but I'm pretty sure there's like barely anything. Yeah, there aren't many supported plugins for it. So yeah, that's Internet Explorer. Probably give it like 3 out of 10. 3 because it accesses the internet. Yeah. Yeah, and on to the next one on my list. I'm going to go for Opera first, and then I'll go to Edge. So yeah, Opera is a pretty cool browser. It's not the best one in my opinion, but it's cool. There's this speed dial thing. That's what they call their new tab page. Speed dial. Um, you just you can edit these things here. It has a bunch of links that it thinks you might use. Sometimes it's sponsored by, I'm gonna bet, and you could have folders as well. There are extensions, not nearly as vast as the Firefox or Chrome extension lists, but still cool. There's a history. However, one of the best features about Opera is their pop-out thing. I'll just click on the first video here. You can click on this. Opens up a new window right there. Like when you close it, it closes too, but still, let's go over to another video and pop out, you can minimize that, have this there, you can put it over Windows, you can resize it, but it's just like a pop-out window that goes on top, which is really cool. And another thing that I find cool about Opera is, where will we go? No. Menu there, and settings. There's a built-in ad blocker, which I haven't seen in any other browser. That's really cool. Yeah, out of 10, I'd probably give it 6.5 maybe. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. Next up, we have Edge, which is Microsoft's default browser. It's what you will go to if you search from here, unless you have something done to it, which I'll probably do a video of that later. I have it so when you search in there, it opens up in Chrome. So yeah, I don't really like how it just brings up a bunch of news there. Some people might like that, but it's just not for me. It doesn't have all the features that I would hope for. There are a few extensions for it. Like, it has the useful ones like AdBlock and AdBlock Plus, Office, and there are some other things, but not nearly as much, like I said before, as Chrome or Firefox would have. So yeah, a few of the cool features that Edge has is their I don't know what it's called. It's like when you draw on a page. Let's go over to this. This is my website again. I like how it has this done properly. Doesn't highlight my images and have the entire page. That's nice. And you can draw on stuff. This is pretty cool. You can like you can save an image of the page like that, or you can like, yeah, you can share it over like a bunch of different things like that. It's pretty cool, but it's not nearly as useful as I would hope it would be as other things. Like, for example, like the developer tools are okay, and I've seen much better. It's not the worst browser, like it's a great improvement over Internet Explorer, but still. I do appreciate the dark theme though, that is nice. So yeah, that's it for Edge. I'd probably give that one like, 6.5 as well. That's reasonable. Okay, the next browser is going to be Mozilla's Firefox. This was one of my favorite browsers for a long time. I really liked it, but then one of my extensions didn't work on it, so I switched to Chrome, and I've mainly been using Chrome since. But I decided to look into browsers now. Of course, AdBlock here, AdBlock Plus, which is the one for Firefox. Um, Firefox is this place. It's sort of like the speed dial, except I don't think you can have folders. No, you can't have folders. Um, yeah, you can theme it. There are so many different themes already out there. There are, let's go activate my theme again. Okay, well, that's not working. You can have so many add-ons. There are user scripts. Grease Monkey is actually mainly supported by Firefox. It's the you can only use Grease Monkey in Firefox, which I like. Uh, and yeah, it's a really cool browser. There's so many extensions for it, so many features that are in it, and you can do so much with it. There's Firefox Sync. There's the downloads thing just goes right up there, which is different. I like it on the toolbar there, which is cool. It's Firefox is one of the best browsers for security because for one, that's one of its main focuses, and it's open source, so anyone can help contribute with that. It's also very good for privacy as well. If you know the Tor browser, the Onion router, which is the highest security browser that I've ever heard of, it's based off of Firefox, which is very useful. And yeah, Firefox is a really good browser. I'd probably give it like 9 out of 10 comparing to other browsers from what I've got. So yeah, that's it for Firefox. Now, I'm gonna do Chrome next and save Vivaldi for last one because that's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, Chrome. Google Chrome has been my browser of choice for the past over a year now. I've really enjoyed it, and what can I say? It has all the extensions I need. It has AdBlock, and this one's just for taking screenshots of websites. It's got Dashlane, toggle button, Skype. I'm gonna hide that button. So many more as well. It doesn't support Grease Monkey, but that's okay because it has Tamper Monkey. Let's see what else. It has I think one of the largest extension libraries. Chromes and Firefoxes would probably be the two that are competing. It's quite secure. I'm not sure about how secure it is compared to Firefox, but it still is very much so. It has a feature here. You can search Google. You can see have your you can have all your most visited websites there. Um, yeah, Chrome apps, you can have a bunch of apps over there and a bunch of cool stuff like that. Some of my favorite features, however, um, are mainly from extensions, but that's the beauty of Chrome, the amount of extensions you can have, and the amount it has. Chromatana, that's one that's I find very useful. Bing, somewhere better. Seeing that a lot of people don't like Bing, but it's default. So yeah, out of 10, no, I'm not gonna do that yet. However, one of the things that is bad about Chrome is it takes up so much memory usage, like high CPU and high RAM, but that's because it's quite beefy. It runs every tab as a new process. So if one tab crashes, it won't crash the rest of the browser, and it can also handle more tabs at the same time securely, or not securely, stably. More stable, stability, whatever. Um, so yeah, and out of 10, I'd probably give that a 9.5 because it's honestly an amazing browser. Google Chrome is great. You can also sync your data across other Chrome things, like you can in Firefox, but I didn't mention that previously. Firefox, about its memory usage, it's pretty light on the memory usage compared to Google Chrome, but it still does the job very well. I don't know about either of these two or Edge because I haven't heard much about memory usage of those, and I haven't experimented much with those either. But yeah. Now, the last one I'm going to review, I would not be surprised if none of you have ever heard of it before, but is honestly an amazing browser. I've been testing it out for the past week or so, and I am really enjoying it. You can import your bookmarks from anywhere to convert to it. It's got so many cool features to it. Like for one, it's actually made by the CEO of Opera, but he left and just decided to start up Vivaldi, and I'd say he's done a much better job than on Opera. So yeah, let's get into some features. Say you want to open a new tab. Right click and drag the mouse down. Look at that. New tab. You want to close it? Right click and drag it down to the right. It'll close it. These are all editable in the settings menu. You can access by doing that. Mouse. You can select a bunch of mouse gestures here, like say I'll go over to here and want to reload it. Up, down. There, and it reloads it. You can open a new tab by just right click and pull down. You can close it again by right click, down and right. You can open it in the background by down and up. And you can clone a page by just down and up, clone it in the background. And yeah, like say the page, I want to load YouTube, but it's not a good one. Let's see, what's a good site that takes a little while to load? Well, you can stop a page by loading by doing that with it. Like going up. Yeah, up and up, but yeah, it's pretty cool. There are so many more things as well. It's based off the Chromium browser engine, so you can access stuff like Chrome / extensions, and you'll be able to access all of the Chrome extensions that there are, and like you can literally go and into the Chrome Web Store. Wait. Chrome Web Store. And let's see, let's find the Google Docs extension. Google Docs. Which one is it? Offline editing for docs. There's this one. You can add to Chrome, but it adds it to Vivaldi. I've been really impressed by this browser lately. It's really good. Only a few things. There is no synchronization between different versions of it, which is unfortunate, but you have to deal with it. Or I've been dealing with it so far. Don't need that too much. Doesn't have the Chrome menu there though, which is sort of disappointing. But it has this thing here. You can have bookmarks on there. You can have notes. Like I can go to my web page and like create a new note and call it like say change text on this page, and there I have that. Now I can still access it over here, but let's go RedXTech, and it'll automatically be on that site for you. So like you can link to stuff, and haven't fully found out all the features of it yet, but what I've found out so far, I'm really enjoying it. This is other than Firefox, this is the browser that has come the closest to wanting me to replace Chrome with. You can access the settings from there as well. There's also this thing called Quick Commands, which is sort of like the Spotlight on Mac. It's like when you press the command and then space, you just press F2, and then you can go Start Page, and it'll bring you to the Start Page there. F2 RedXTech.ca brings you with a new tab with that. There are a bunch of quick commands you can do. Like there are settings. The browser itself is only in 1.4, so you know that's going to mean there are a lot more releases are going to be on the way out. And yeah, that's Vivaldi browser. So yeah, you just the last thing, you can add a tab in here. So like you can literally have the mobile page of a website added to the sidebar there, which is very cool, I think. It is actually the mobile page. It doesn't just look like the mobile page. Let's go to which browser? Now, okay, let's go to which browser? Where is it? Let's find a link to the page. Let's just whichbrowser.net. There we go. This says you're using Vivaldi 1.4 on Windows 10. Now, say I add it to the page there. You're using Vivaldi 1.4 on a Samsung Galaxy S6 running Android 6.1. It actually runs like a virtual Android machine with a browser there, so that's quite cool. You can go over there and it'll bring you back to what's bookmarked there. And yeah, I think this is just a really cool browser with a bunch of very cool features. You can use all the Chrome extensions you want. And yeah, I will give it out of 10 and 9.5, just like Chrome. I'm still going to have to do some deciding depending on which one I want to do. So yeah, that is going to be it for today. I hope that you enjoyed. And in the description, I will have a download link to all of the non-default apps in the description below. And yeah, I hope that one of these browsers is the right one for you. If not, you can check out a bunch of different things like Firefox, which is a speed-oriented version of Firefox. There's another one called Cyberfox. I'm pretty sure it's called that. It's another Firefox one. There's Tor browser, which I'm not going to go over for today, but allows you to connect to the onion web, or dark web, or deep web, and it uses like a bunch of proxies and VPNs. Cool browser, not in today's video. Different purpose entirely. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video, subscribe, or if it helped you out, then sharing it. But I wouldn't like require it from you. I wouldn't. Why would I require it from you? But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.